Aries, hello my darlings. Welcome to your reading for the week of the 1st of August 2022, or whenever you find me, that's okay too. In either case, welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Your card out from the Chakra Insight Oracle this week is creativity. Beautiful Aries. And the words on the card are imagination, expression, originality, and passion. Aries, there's this thing that happens when I do your readings where I feel like I am just like bursting with energy and excitement. Maybe it's that card, but I feel like it's more of a consistent energy that I get when I do your readings. So hopefully that is translating and true for many of my Aries that are watching, that you're feeling this way, that you are feeling like you're bursting with creativity and excitement and joy. So we've got a card. It looks like we've got two cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. You have Kali. I'll just read it before I hold it up to the camera. So Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So these cards in the center are going to be our overall theme for the week. Now, Kali is, she's a goddess that you do not want to mess with, okay? She is certainly strong. She is, she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. Okay. You've also got Dana, High Priestess. You have the divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching. So Aries, I do feel like there could be this, almost this stepping into, obviously Kali, you've got Kali there, endings and beginnings, but I feel like it could be this stepping into something new, and obviously you have the creativity card. So something may have ended. I don't feel like this is happening this week. I feel like this has happened over time. Something has ended and there are things that are being opened up to you now. You are being guided by, or maybe even just invited. Maybe this is something that you haven't quite seen. But either case, you're either being invited to or you are being guided by your creativity to help you to figure out what these beginnings may look like. Now, for some of my Aries, it may well be that this beginning does involve you stepping into some sort of spiritual teaching for others. So we will we'll get a few more cards and then we'll dig into it a little bit more. If you are a return visitor, I'm adding a new deck to the reading, which is the Path of the Soul Death and Destiny cards. And my intention is to, once we get the card out, I'll hold the card up to the camera. And I do invite you, if you wish to, you could pause the video. You can tap into the image because it is intuitive fractal art. You can tap into the image and see if there's any particular intuitive messages that are coming through specifically for you. And then I will read the message from the book. Okay. So we have 22, and this is the card. So I'll just try and get it away from the glare of the light there. See if I can focus it for you. I get a good focus on it. So if you want to, as I said, feel free to pause the video, tap into whether there's any particular intuitive messages for yourself, and in a moment, we'll read what the guidebook says. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these around because normally we only get the one card from the goddess, but you need two today, Aries. That's okay. So 22 in the guidebook. I don't know why I'm being so particular about lining them up. It's not normally my jam. Okay, 22. I'll hold it up as I read the card as well. So Cosmos of the Heart. You are now being, oh, I love this. You are now being called to embark on a new journey in your path. Let me start again. You are now being called to embark on a new path in your journey. This is an inner path. It is a path of your heart. It is here where you are discovering your greatest strength of all, that deep connection to your higher self and inner guidance. That deep connection to your higher self and inner guidance. Others may be surprised by your choices. They may even react strongly to them. Do not allow this to stop you. Send those individuals loving energy and continue on letting your heart direct your way. Take note of the synchronistic events occurring around you as life unfolds in its own divine way. This does seem to be a theme. I don't know whether it's a theme for my viewers or whether it's a theme in a broader sense, but there really is this, seems to be across the board with a lot of the readings that I'm doing. It's this leveling up, excuse me, it's this saying goodbye to old versions of yourself and stepping into new versions of yourself and not apologizing for that, you know, stepping into those places with, you know, being proud of it, being, just owning it. There we go, the Emperor. Okay, the energy coming in to the start of the week for you, Aries. So these here in the center of the reading, if you've been to my readings before, they're kind of an overall theme for the week. And the tarot cards, this obviously being the Rider-Waite tarot, around the outside kind of bring in and flesh out a little bit more detail. So the energy coming into the week for you is the Hanged Man. So you are, I feel like this is something that has already happened for you, Aries. You have changed your perspective on things, okay? You've turned things around. You're looking at things from a different angle, a different point of view. And what that has done is it's allowed you to kind of be free, you know, like he's barely touching the branch that is above him. He's magically hovering there. And it's like you've got to this point of magic. You've got to this point of non-attachment where you can see things from a different point of view. And then it's allowed you to step into this place of enlightenment. So you can see the halo or the enlightenment around his head there. So this tells me that you've been doing this work for a while. You wouldn't be involved with Carly or Dana if you hadn't been doing the work, okay? If you hadn't been committed to looking at things in a different way and seeing things differently and potentially having that enlightenment. And I don't like to use that word because it's got a lot of connotations, so I use it fairly loosely, but it's I guess confirmation that it's shifted a way of your thinking. It's shifted how you see things. The energy coming out of the week, this is into future possibilities, and that could be next week, next month, next year, is the Emperor. So Aries, this is you, all right? Whatever is happening for you at the moment, whatever this new perspective is, whatever these endings and beginnings, whatever this, you know, you sticking to your own truth, your true purpose, you exploring this new creative self or tapping into past creative energy even, you know, whatever it is, it allows you to step into that place of confidence and, you know, and being a proficient leader. But some of you may not want to be leaders, and that's okay too. So, but it does demonstrate somebody who is confident, somebody who can take charge. So whatever that looks like for you, don't be intimidated by that energy, because we can apply that on a practical day-to-day level as well. But it is telling me that you, moving forward, you are in control, you are in charge, you are well respected. You know, you can be, you know, dictatorial sometimes, you can be difficult at times, but can't we all, you know? So yeah, just take that as it resonates. So this is from this deck here is the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris-Anne. The first card out here we have is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, and as always, I have called in my guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. We've got too many cards there, so I'm just going to get some guidance from my guides. So they do want the Judgment card. I'm being told that the other two can go back. So that's interesting that we have the Judgment card. You know, if given what we talked about, if I had to choose a card that would marry up the energy of what we've talked about, it would be the Judgment card. It is this idea of hearing a call. Like this card said, hearing a call to your higher purpose. and allowing that new beginning, allowing whatever that new thing is for you, allowing yourself to step into it and following that call. You do have the Ace of Cups as well. This is absolutely a gift from the universe, a new opportunity, a potential. It could be, for some of my Aries, it could be a potential new love. It could be a potential increase in joy and abundance and, all the good stuff. So it's looking really good. So probably the only thing I really want to sort of dive into a little bit more is a couple of these outside cards. I think we've spoken about the energy moving into and out of the week enough. It's just these other 4 cards from the Tarot Curious Creatures that we'll dive into a little bit more. I am keeping these readings short and sweet this week, just sort of changing it up a little bit. And the last couple of days I had all sorts of issues with technology, with connection, both myself and technology. So we are, we're keeping it short and sweet so that I can get some readings out for you this week. But I would much prefer to do that than give you a reading that is missing the mark or has me not as well connected, either intuitively or obviously with lagging videos, etc. So let's see what else is going on for you. Now, you do have the 2 of Pentacles. This is telling me that there may be a little bit of juggling that's going on. You may be trying to do too many things, Aries. What I like to say with this card is it's an invitation for us to look at what we can maybe pare down. Can we put some of those things that we are juggling, put some of them down and just focus on one thing at a time? So this could sometimes, it does sometimes indicate a choice of 2 paths as well. Many of the 2s can often present that choice. I don't necessarily feel like it's that for you. I feel like it's more that you could just be trying to do too much, juggling too many things, and there is balancing on the egg as well. So there's this kind of sense of too much going on. It may well be, if you're comfortable working with Kali, you may call on some assistance to bring an ending to some of those things that you don't want to be juggling. Before I do move on into the other cards, I keep coming back to this. This is a very kind of, Kali can be, as I said, very strong energy. She can be, I want to say the word kick-ass, okay? She's a very powerful energy. But this is has a very spiritual, more of a spiritual undertone to it. So you can see there her 3rd eye is opening and she has the lotus flower coming out of her palm here as well. So it feels to me that with whatever has ended or is ending in your life, with this opening up of the new, that lotus flower is opening up, it's blossoming. So whatever that is, it feels gentle and spiritual. So do take that how it resonates. So I have already talked about the Judgment card. This is absolutely 100%, are you hearing the call to that higher purpose that this card spoke about as well? Do you want to step into that new space? Can you do it bravely and boldly and, and really step in, being true to yourself and acknowledging that this is something that you want, okay? Talked a little bit about the Ace of Cups here. And as I said, this is a new opportunity. It's a gift from the universe. It is sitting in the position of health, and that's health in terms of body, mind, and soul. But I don't pay too much regard necessarily to the position of the cards. Sometimes they are more relevant than others. Excuse me. But this less so, okay? So I feel like this is less about health. It's more about this new opportunity, this new, even with that creative card, creativity card as well, the Ace of Cups is this new injection of abundance, creation, magic even. The word magic is dropping through as well. The 4 of Pentacles, you have in the position of relationships. Now, I will take on board the positioning of this particular card, because I do feel like it's relevant. That's the message that's coming through. So, and I say that because there may be some relationships in your life, as this card here discussed. We do have endings and beginnings with Kali as well. So there may be some relationships that I feel like you're holding on to for the wrong reasons. And maybe you're holding on to them out of habit or patterning or safety or security. And sometimes it might be best to let go of some of those relationships, because what they may be doing is they may be holding you back from stepping into this calling of, this calling that's coming to you, this creativity that's coming to you. They may be holding you back from even stepping into this spiritual teaching. So I do feel like that may be relevant for some of my Aries as well. So please do take it as it resonates. All right, my darlings, I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends, bye-bye.